Okay, Lancaster here again from Russia, and this is the second part of my review of GLM 6-round grenade launcher, which is used with the TAGedition grenade launcher shells. So we ended on how to use the shell itself, and they have an instruction manual in which they say that, I don't know if you can see, so I think no, but they say that you can use this type of gas, which is Altair power gas made by ASG company, from 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. You have to load it like that, like a normal, pistol mag or GBBR mag. If it's more than 30 degrees, it's better to fill it like that, because the pressure of gas will be too high, really. Yeah, if the temperature is lower, if it's from 16 to 20 degrees Celsius, you can use the Garder black green gas, again like that. And if it's from 9 to 15 degrees Celsius, you can use the Garder black green gas like that. And if it's below, in the instruction manual they state like it can be minus 15 Celsius, which is really cool, and I don't think that there are enough idiots to play airsoft when it's minus 15. Today it's like minus 10 outside, I think, and we tried it outside, but the gas was warm enough to work, but I don't know, it's just uncomfortable, I think, to skirmish when it's minus 15 outside. Yeah, but anyway, if you have this ability, that's great that they designed the shell, which is able to work with a different type of gas and different type of sources. Okay, what I wanted to show you is how really to use this thing. There are two valves on the back of the shell. One is a loading valve and one is a knock valve, on which your hammer drops, I suppose. So to load the shell efficiently, you need to do this two-step loading. What does it mean? First of all, you should check that the shell is empty, and you should press by something like, this is my pocket pen, should press it and get it back to align the central valve with your shell. Then you load the shell about 2 seconds with gas. It's enough. And then you press this knocking valve by your finger or by something. There is one point: when you're using green gas, it's okay to press this button or the valve with your finger, but if you're using CO2, it's better not to do that, because of the pressure in the CO2 you can damage something, in your finger or in your hand. So you do that. So it shouldn't fuck. Oh, it was too loud to do in an apartment, but okay, then you do the same. It's not easy to align this central valve back, but it's possible. You just need some training. And after that, you load the shell for about 5 seconds, I think, and make sure that it's fully loaded, and then it will be much more powerful. I would say the grenade will fly way longer, and it will be more stable. Yeah, going back to the grenade launcher itself, I will charge the shells this time. this happens when you didn't align the valve with the shell itself, and it's not kind of cocked or something, because there is how it's called, something like a nozzle, or I don't know, inside. So you have to do these operations. So I have loaded that. I will take my other three shells. Yes, the funny thing about this product is that actually the shorter barrel you have in your grenade launcher, the better for this grenade, the more far it will fly, I think. So this is caused because of the friction between the grenade itself and your barrel of your grenade launcher. So the shorter barrel you have on your grenade launcher, the more stable the flight of the grenade will be. In Moscow, they do modify grenade launchers to accept these grenades, and they work quite good. Again, I don't think that it will be allowed anywhere outside Russia. Maybe in some Asian countries it will be popular, because I think it's kind of the same process to get it legal. So it works like the normal iCS multiple grenade launcher. You move this lever, you open the cylinder, you rotate the cylinder counterclockwise. By the way, the cylinders themselves, they were finely, how to say, tuned, or they were filed inside to accept the shells perfectly, not to have any wobbling, and to align, and they have adjusted all the springs inside the cylinder to align it with the barrel. So because when you are firing the BB shower grenade, it's not really as important to fire all the BBs out, because if you're firing 200 BBs, you know, if 5 BBs will stay inside somewhere, the tolerances of these products, they are not perfect, and it's okay. But when you're firing a grenade with pyrotechnics inside, it's better the grenade to leave the barrel, you know. So I do not load the grenades itself. I can show how it works. You just take the grenade. There is rifling inside the shell, and there is like threads, I don't know how it's called, on a grenade. So you need just to align it and then press it inside. One more thing, it's better and recommended to use the silicone spray when you're doing that. I don't have it with me right now, but always before you're loading this system, just spray a bit of silicone inside of your shell. And if you have the grenade launcher, which is not designed for the tag grenades, it's better to spray it on your inner barrel of your grenade launcher, because it will help the grenade to leave the barrel more stable, and to be more stable when it's flying, you know, not to wobble and not to change the direction when it flies. So you just press it inside, it goes like that, and it stays there. The one more thing I've forgotten to mention. Yeah, excuse me for this delay. I have another type of the grenades. These are blank or impact grenades. They have no pyrotechnics inside, and they also fly for 70 meters, and maybe they will be available in other countries, because if you do not have any pyrotechnics inside, it can be legal. You know, if you have a scenario games, you have something like a vehicle which is like an armadillo, and you need to destroy it, and in scenario they say that it's possible to do with a grenade launcher, yeah, then it will be fine. And it's more like a milsim thing, I think. The same thing with the smoke grenades, because they do produce the smoke grenades, but they are designed more for marking. I think you can mark something, but you cannot, you know, make the whole smoke to move your forces from one side of the field to another, because the smoke is not enough. Because they have this regulations about the temperature of smoke coming out, so it should not burn the dried grass, you know, all the stuff, the dry leaves in autumn. So, as I said, I have cocked the cylinder, so I can load multiple grenade launcher with 6 shells. So I'm ready to go. And when you're in a field, when you're in a scenario game, when there is a chance to make an ambush, and when there is a good communication between different groups or different teams, and if they can stay not shooting into the enemy before you started your salvo, you know, it's really, really useful. And I think it will be very loud here inside an apartment, but anyway. It's unbelievable. It's so loud, you cannot imagine, because I'm sure that on the video it will not be so loud, but it's really very, very loud. And when you see all these projectile flying for 70 meters, it's even further than you can shoot with the vast majority of AEGs. This thing is unbelievable. Yes, it's expensive. It's not $200, you know. It's when you pay $1,200 quid just for the grenade launcher and 6 shells, and now I'm kinda trying to buy another 6 shells for the replacements to be even more efficient on the field, because as you can see, the 6 rounds go pretty fast, and if you have 12 of them it will be better. But the final budget of this project will be about $3,500, I think. So it's not cheap, and it's very unusual and very exclusive thing. But really, it gives you very, very how to say, very strange experience, because it's not like the airsoft you played before. Of course, in the skirmish game, it can be used only with a normal Mad Bull, I think, grenades. But in the scenario games, you become a center, a tactical center of a team you are playing for, because the versatility you give to the team or to the group makes you so important that, you know, people are trying to protect you, because when it comes to the to make it to execute your objective, it's really useful, especially when you have buildings or something. And yeah, this thing is just awesome. And as it has all the panels. You can, use it with a light. If you're going into CQB, you just unload these shells and you load the normal shell grenades, and yeah, it's again become very useful in the CQB situations, and you can use an optic here, because sometimes you don't really understand if it's an enemy or if it's not, and different camos and all this stuff. And yeah, I would say that this is not very versatile thing, because when you're going with that, when it's loaded, it becomes a bit heavier than initially, and of course because of the CNC parts it became more weighter, heavier than the original iCS GLM. But I don't want to really carry on myself the normal M4 with I don't know, 10 to 12 mid caps plus this grenade launcher. I would like just to carry the grenade launcher, additional shells on my vest or on a bandolier, some shower shells if we're going into CQB, and when I know that there will be a close quarter engagement, I can just swap the shells inside and load the new ones, and yeah, I'm ready to go into the building, because again, 6 rounds of 200 BBs, it's 1200 BBs, everybody will be scared about that, and especially the noise the thing makes also makes it nice. Yeah, I think this is about it. Definitely recommend this this gun. As I said previously, I would say 98% that it will be illegal in North America, UK and other European countries, and Canada. But maybe something will be changed, or if you are using this blue training impact grenades, maybe it's okay with your lows, because the energy of the grenade is, I have heard, but it's not more than 15 joules for 32-33 gram grenade, and the specific energy, which is energy, I'm not a physician, I don't understand all these terms, and it's about how it was called, I've written somewhere. It's 0.09 joules on a squared millimeter, I think. So, okay, again, I'm not a physician, I know just it's okay with Russian laws, but in any country the laws can be quite different. But anyway, the great thing, very unusual for airsoft games, not an AG, not a GBBR, and even not a standard iCS GLM, which is useless, huge shotgun, which is only useful in CQB when you're shooting on a 10 meters distance, because the shell grenades, they do not shoot really far away. But this thing makes the playing process absolutely different, and really recommend that. If you have no chance to use this thing in your country, welcome to Russia, come to Russia, I will lend you this gun, and you will just try to shoot it on a game, and you will be very surprised with how it works. So stay tuned, guys. It was Lancaster here, and bye for now.